Day. Nice to meet you again here in this awesome morning briefing show. And I want to say thank you to Katie. She opened the webinar session. Thanks for your support this week so far.
Nice to meet you again here in this.
Yeah, shut up. So I hope you're doing good and you had a great night and a great start into this last trading business family day or life day, whatever it is. It's a happy day and we want to make it as happy as possible. So we stream this show on YouTube right now live. So if you watch it there or if you check it later, then you will find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe the channel. You can give us a like if you wanna do that, or you can leave a comment below this video here later, or maybe actually in the chat and on Zoom as well. Feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. The moment I see a chance to give you an answer, I will do that, by the way. So then let's go to the upcoming events for this morning, what we expect today. And yeah, first of all, let me check that I can see your questions. So here we go. Great. So good morning, everybody on YouTube and on Zoom. Nice to have you here this morning. Okay, the upcoming events for today. Australian is over already. So we expect the Eurozone Services PMI from the European Union this morning at 10 a.m. Then 10:30 UK Market Services PMI, and the most important number this afternoon is the US employment report. So the previous one was 943K. The forecast was lower, 720K. So let's see what happened. It's always a surprising effect, but the market is in the mood actually to buy the dips. So maybe the price can going down and then they will buy, you know, buying cheap and selling expensive. So is the number really important for us as traders, as private traders, by the way, which have no influence to the price on the right side of the chart? Is it really important? No, just the appointment is important, that I save my money in case I'm in the indices or Euro USD or gold, for example. Then it's important that you protect your money because about the high volatility around this appointment. But to say the news are interesting, you should think about logically in that way. So the number as itself says nothing because it's just numbers, 720. Yeah, then it's a bit less than last month, but what does it say? Nothing, literally nothing, because the number doesn't influence the market. What is it? It's the expectations of the market. So does the number, the real number, hits the expectations of the market? Yeah, then there is a reaction. But do you know how the market will react? No. How the market participants around the world will react? No, we cannot know, by the way. So be focused on sticking to rules. This is what we have to do. So in case that you want to see how a professional trader really works, it's not me, by the way, it's my continuous partner. And I'm not sure. I guess it's Katie. Is it Jens this afternoon or is it Paul this afternoon? I cannot see it here, by the way. So one of my continuous partner, Jens or Paul, is talking about the trading day with a professional trader. It's this afternoon, 3 p.m. German time, by the way. And we appreciate it a lot if you spend your time there, because it's really, really interesting that you see how a professional trader really manages its own day. Okay, so then let's go to our charts and let's see. So that's the DAX, and I trade DAX since yesterday in hourly chart because it's hard for me to make it in 10 minutes. It's almost impossible. And first of all, I have to protect in the money. Oh, it's Jens. Thanks, Kitty. Lovely from you. So Jens is talking about, and Jens is a professional trader, by the way. So you should spend your time with him this afternoon at 3 o'clock. So yesterday I told you we should go out. So let me explain a little bit closer how you can trade this part. So yesterday, you see, we have this uptrend. So, and I said, if you will have a close below that one, then we must suppose that the price will going deeper, and you should stop your trade with a close below the so-called soft stop. So it's here. But at the same moment, you see the trend was still valid because here is your point 2. Yeah, and here is the point 3, and here will the trend break. Okay, so there were the next balance candle after you had a stop loss, which means you have to go in here again. So, and you see the price is on the way up to the point 2. So if you cannot make an entry there, so there's a second chance maybe with this trade. And there was a balance candle too, but look at the time, it was in the middle of the night. So, and this is the next problem what we have as a day trader, since DAX is trading through the whole night about the Asian session, we have signals in the middle of the night. So maybe you were spending your family time in the evening, you missed the signal. In the night, you missed the signal. So, but now the price is a bit in profit and it's basically on the way up to the last point 2. So therefore, if you cannot make it sure that you never miss a signal, it's impossible to become successful in a long run with day trading. Look at my account. It's a real annoying, it's really, really bad for me. And this is what I'm talking about in the Trader's Yard yesterday. So you see, I'm such in a deep profit loss and almost to destroy the account. So why is it? It's just most of the times, and that's the point, most of the times I miss too much signals. And then the signals I took, that's the wrong signals. So, you know, probability. So the good signals came up by coincidence. That's the law of probability. So if I miss too much signals, I cannot become successful. Then the success is based on an accident. And then up on top, some personal mistakes, bad trade management, trail the stop, not being in front of the screen to trail the stop, all that stuff is all on top. And that's the reality. And you see my accounts. So therefore I have to make a break with doing, in my opinion, the wrong things. Because I'm in the long run on my other accounts, you can see in a Trader's Yard, it's running for 4 years. Every year ends in profit. So why? There I trade in my comfort zone, in my penguin factor zone. I miss no signals. I trade in 4-hourly, daily chart, weekly charts. I don't miss signals there. And that's the reality. So what I have to do, first of all, it's money from Admirals. It's not my money. So therefore I have to care for it, guys. So which means I have to go back to my comfort zone because, yeah, to be honest, I'm the bad guy here. And this is what it's burden on my shoulders right now. Because I tell you every morning, stick to the rules, and the possibility to become successful is real. And I know a couple of you showed me your tracker account and it works. It really works. Why? You have one account. I have 8 accounts to manage. The rest of my accounts are working in daily chart and all of those accounts in profit. Here, I have to go back to my comfort zone because I don't want to be the bad guy in the future. Because I promise you, I will back this account into the profit. but therefore I have to go back to my own comfort and penguin factor zone, which means trades in hourly chart, DAX, 4-hourly charts, daily chart, weekly chart, because there I can manage it. And here you can see how it works outside there. This is the best example. Now you see the reality why so less private traders are in profit, because most of the times it's missing signals, and the signals you take are the wrong ones, or they are not running really cool, ends in zero game or just a bit profit or in a big loss. And the signals you missed, that's the big signals. And with this behavior, we cannot become successful. So, and I want to prove you that it is possible. Yeah. So this is why I say I cannot trade in 10 minutes. I show it and I trade it here on virtual things, but in real, I jumped to hourly chart and the rest on 4-hourly charts, because I have to protect the money. I cannot say to Admirals, oh, thanks for the money, but now everything is gone. So, because I'm a stupid guy here, I'm the bad guy here, and I have to prove it, and I will prove it, because it's not over until we win. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, 10 minutes again. The price, this trend is still valid. So maybe we will find an end of this move to the lower side at the point of control, and then the price is going up. Be careful today, unemployment rate this afternoon. In hourly chart, so you see that's here is my trend I'm trading. So, and this is my trend. And by the way, there is a secondary trend too, which is working for me. Actually working for me. This is this one, move correction. So it's my first trend arm to reach this point too, by the way. And you see the pink one is also on my way up to the point too. So the purple line here means my soft stop and my real stop is a little bit lower. So actually, I see a balance candle. I have to suppose that the price is going down a bit, but you see the soft stop is closer. So I have to protect the money. It's a little bit unclear situation, as you can see here on the right side, really, but that's the trend. And we have to trade it. Stick to the rules is the most important thing. And here I don't miss my signals. So let's go to the rest of the trades, especially Dow Jones, you see, and I jump to 4-hourly chart and you see actually more calm. The trends are working more stable, that the signals are more clear. So, and here you can see that's my trend and there was my balance candle. So I get in, so now I'm able to trail my soft stop closer, you see, and now I'm in profit and I reached again the last high. So let's see. Yeah, so that's the cool stuff. The higher the time frame, the more stable the trends and the more clear the signals. Yeah, this is a part of trend trading, Marie-Louise. So we have to train it in a later point, but this is too deep. And this is a kind of coaching, by the way, because this I cannot explain, by the way, beside. So, but that's the craft of real trend trading. Okay, let's go to crude oil. So, and in crude oil, look, where were the signal, by the way, and this is interesting. Look at this one. It's about the data feed, by the way. So there was a signal, interesting here. There was a balance candle after we had two triangulation candles. So now I show you the future of, no, where is it? So let's see. Let's see here. In oil, in 4-hourly chart. So you see, and there was a balance candle too. Yeah, there was a balance candle too. And afterwards, so you see, it's a question of the data feed. So there is a proper balance candle. That was a great signal. It was yesterday, 8 o'clock in the morning. And look, we reached a point 2. So the point is, in MetaTrader, you have to be careful. You have to see, because there was no balance candle. There was the balance candle. So let me show. So there was it. Yeah. Okay. So the possible entry were here, but you see, actually, I missed it. Yeah. And because at that time I was in hourly chart, so I will never miss a signal anymore. So now what's happened right now on the right side of the chart? So we saw a trend continuation. Now we have to wait for a correction. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, fourth trend arm. Maybe we can do it again, but we will have to wait until we see a correction deeper than 38%. Then the gold price. Gold price is in 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in the 5th correction right now, which means it's a bit too old. No trade there. And then we have Euro USD, and you know this is too old too. And you see, in 4-hourly chart, it's much more better to trade because look, there were better signals and you have a more stable trend. And believe me, the possibility that we reach the point of control is really, really high. So unfortunately, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th trend arm, we cannot do it. So we have to work more carefully with our trades. So that was our focus trades: Euro, gold, oil, and Dow Jones, and of course the DAX. And before I go to the rest of the trades, Katie, if you want, I have the question for today. And if we are ready for Rumble, we can open the poll of today, because my question, thanks, Katie. My question is, what is the most important thing for a private trader at the end of this week, for example? So what is it? Focus on money, protect your money, or obey the law of probability. What do you think? Think about it. For you personally, not for me, personally for you. What is the most important thing for a private trader? Focus on money, protect your money, or obey law of a probability. So take your time and we go through the rest of the charts. Okay, so let's start with British pound, Canadian dollar. So we got in here with a little bit extension of the spread. So I trailed the soft stop, that's the purple line. So we had a close, which means I trailed my hard stop closer. In case I get out, the trend is still valid. We have to do it again. Then US dollar Japanese yen. So we tried to go up again. So unfortunately, price went down. I trailed my stop immediately to protect my money. So we had, with this stop loss, we had the balance candle again. So this is my current trend on the right side of the chart. So I have to do it again because there is my target. Point number 2 is the first and the first target. And that give me a nice sound in case we will reach it. So there's a balance candle, which means that's the signal. So I set my pending order here again in case the price will go up. Actually, I'm not in, so let's wait. So then Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, we are in profit. You know, we cannot lose money here anymore. So stop loss is above the last 0.3. Yeah, and let's wait. And the better one or the best one for the moment is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. And you see, basically it's interesting. Look, and my other one here you can see there, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Look what we reached there exactly. Look at this one. Awesome, right? Exactly the point of control. Exactly. Point of control is 193.34. The high of this candle was 93.36. 2 pips higher. Don't tell me this is an accident. Don't tell me this is an accident. That's real because it's Australian Canadian dollar. You need a lot of volume. You need a lot of money to change the price exactly there. And that's it. This is why I love to trade with my point of control. So what we can do now here, nothing, because we trailed the stop and everything is fine for the moment. We see a bit correction. Yeah, and I'm speculating that we go up here again. So this was not an entry, guys. That was not an entry because, look, that was not a correction deeper than 38 by close. Yeah, we can bench the rules in rule number 3 a bit in the first possible trend arm, but not in the second, third, and fourth trend arm. There you need the accumulation phase, and there you need a deeper price. So therefore, it's not possible, okay? So if you are in, trail the stop. So I just work with my mental stop because basically my stop is in profit and I'm speculating of a trend continuation, and then I trail my stop 0.3 by 0.3. Can you please short explain how to count the trend arms? Because I got sometimes one more than you. It's about, yeah, as I said, this is a craft. And it's always the first correction, 1, 2, always the lows, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always the same. One trend arm is one move, one correction. That one trend arm, that is one trend arm. The moment you cope above the last 0.2, that's the second one, third one, fourth one. Okay, so that's how you count the trend arms. So what is on my watch list for today? It's still US dollar Swiss franc. It's on my watch list. So let's see. What's the trend in US dollar Swiss franc, by the way? So basically there is a downtrend. Yeah, so let me close this. It's the last one, I guess. Yeah, okay. So let me do this. Okay, so here is the trend. Here's the trend with move, correction, move, here, move, and correction. So basically, we are in a downtrend. So, and you see, we reached already the last 0.2, but actually we don't have a trend continuation because there was no close. So, which means we have to speculate that we continue this trend because it's still a young trend. Because, you know, only two things must happen. First, trend break here or trend continuation there. Just only these things must happen. Okay, so what we can do, actually, if you go a little bit deeper, you see we have 1, 2, 3 trend continuation candles, and now a balance candle occurs after a down move, which means actually we expect more buyers than sellers from the volume side here, which means if we need a kind of stabilization there. So when we can go short, we can go short after a second balance candle in a row, because a second balance candle means okay, there is no more volume on the seller side. It's on the buyer side. It's more on the seller side. And then maybe we can open a position, or we can set a pending order on the way down. Yeah. All the prices going up and up and up, and we see a higher time. We see a balance candle a little bit higher, and then we can still speculating of a trend continuation. But actually, you see, we are exactly at the point of control. And now you see why we have this extension of this correction zone, exactly because the price feels really, really comfortable at the point of control. So therefore, the best chances are always from outside back to the fair price zone, or from there to the upper or the lower green zone. But you see, it's always literally hard to get into a clear trend exactly at the fair price zone. Therefore, I say the best chances are always from green to red, from unfair price zone back to the fair price zone. Exactly, you need two trend arms, you know, that's exactly rule number one. Valid trend, you need a second trend arm to see that the trend is valid. That's true. Okay, so still on the watch list, Euro New Zealand dollar, check it. Where is it? Euro New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, here we go. So you see, it's a downtrend. And I want to show you why I have problems with the account. So first, you see, there was the correction. So, and let me finish this. So how many entries did I miss? Look at this one. There was a balance candle, I missed the entry. There were balance candles, I missed the entry. So there was a balance candle here, I missed the entry. So, and you see, if I took this first possible entry here, I could sell half the position maybe here roundabout, trail the stop into profit, and it was really a running trade. So I hope you understand why it is so important that you choose the time frame which fits to your life. And this is one of the best examples ever that you can see how I lose my money, because I miss too many signals. And you see, the signals I take, they are not working. You see US dollar, Japanese yen, British pound, Canadian dollar rules. But you see, I missed too much signals, and the signals I missed, they are damn it running. You see, this is how you destroy your accounts, because it's a coincidence. Law of probability means the signals occurs by accident. So therefore you don't have to miss it. So I'm not looking for excuses, because it's my fault. Definitely my fault. There are no excuses for that. You have one account, and the point is you have rules, you have a plan, and we have a high probability system. The strategy is working really, really well. You can see it here in the chart. So the moment you have only one account, the law of probability is a protection for your money, and it's a kind of guarantee that you can make money. But it's so important. You see it here in real. What happens if you don't take every single signal? Because the back test, a possible back test, took every signal, but the trader doesn't. And that's, you see how it works in reality. So now the trend is literally too old. So I'm speculating that I can go again here in the green zone, and then maybe I can go back to the point of control. So therefore, it's a bit in my view. So Euro Canadian dollar at the last one. Yeah, we are still up. You see, that's the trend. So we are speculating still that we reach the point 2 again. So therefore, we have a secondary trend, which is facing upwards too, with move, correction, move, correction, move, correction. So now just waiting for a new balance candle that we can go up again because the point of control is up. So we cannot miss it. Yeah, just wait for the balance candle here in Euro Canadian dollar, please. So the question of today, guys, yeah, the question of today, what is the most important thing for a private trader? Focus on money, protect your money, or obey the law of probability. So focus on money, we talked yesterday. The moment you're focused on money is the moment you will lose, because emotions always lead to irrational actions. Yeah, and money brings and leads you to emotions. So protect your money. You see, in my account is the most important thing. So to protect your money, you have to obey the law of probability, and this leads to specific consequences. You cannot choose the time frame you think is good for you. No, the time frame must fit to your lifestyle. If you cannot make it sure that you take every single signal, then you will never become successful on a long run. Maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe 1 year, maybe. Prove it. Show it to me. Less than 1% of all day traders are successful after 12 months. Less than one, statistically. Less than 1%. Why? Missing signals. That's the point. So the answers, protect your money, is directly related to obey the law of probability. The law of probability is freedom. I know when you come to trading and you see, that's too strictly rules. I understand. In my trading career, in my first stage, I always was talking to my master. I said, that's too strict. And he always said, it's protection. It's not forcing you to something that you feel captured. No, it's freedom. Because all of us, we are struggling by interpreting the market. The moment you have rules, it's a checklist. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, do it. And then follow your plan. Protect your money by trade management. And that's the job we have to do. And this is the real freedom of private traders. So obey the law of probability. It's kind of protection of your money. And this is what a private trader has to do. So find the time frame. You can make sure that you never miss a signal. I don't talk about vacation. If you go to vacation for 2-3 weeks, I don't talk about that. Stop trading in this time and focus on your vacation, free mind, meditation, whatever it is. Spending time with your family, friends, with yourself. I'm talking about our behavior. I can trade whatever I want. I can back to the computer. There is a signal, I take it. I missed something, whatever it is. No, you see my account. You see, that's reality. At the end, you will destroy your account. And I'm quite sure you made similar expectations, a similar experience in the past too. So, and unfortunately, I'm the bad guy. I show you the reality. So therefore, it's time to make this break and to go back what I can do. And this is the point what brings the turnaround. And I will prove it up to next week that we can do it together, because it's not over until we win. I wish you a lovely weekend, and I hope we see each other next week again. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you. See you next week.